Yo, what's up, man? Hit that like button, fam. So, Derek Chauvin, the police officer, well, now ex-police officer, who's been facing murder charges for George Floyd's death. You know, the guy who put the knee on George Floyd's neck back in April, earlier this year, which kind of sparked this whole movement, all the protesting, everything. Well, he posted bail this morning for $1 million, according to his attorney Eric Nelson, and they confirmed that he is no longer in custody for the Minnesota Department of Corrections. He was released at 11 a.m. this morning. Look, I mean, this this is crazy. Now, first thing people say was, how did he get bail? I mean, they're not really being in specific details with it. There's people saying he put his house up. I'm pretty sure some of his police buddies and the Minnesota Police Department helped put some money towards that also. Even with the tax issues that him and his wife were having, and she bailed on him as soon as he got in hot water. This is very discouraging news to say the least. I mean, this was the whole thing that sparked this whole like revolution or whatever you want to call it. You know, all that marching that lasted for months and still going on. Yeah, white people out there marching, everything. All the T-shirts that were sold, all of the all of the statues that got torn down, all of the chaos, the ruckus, the everything, and all the involvement from everybody, and you still, this is what you get. I mean, not all four of the police officers, matter of fact, the Asian guy too, all of them have now been released on bail. They at home kicking it, they chilling, and George Floyd is gone. And his family, I mean, I feel for his family and his friends, and I'm pretty sure Steven Jackson is gonna go off. You seen this on camera for 8 minutes, and they still basically gave you the finger. He shouldn't even been eligible to get bond, to get bail. That's the crazy part. How is he eligible? And that just shows you how many fucking loopholes and how fucked up our system is. That you can get caught, you could be recorded killing somebody, and you can find a way to get out on bail. Let that sink in. You know what I mean? That is fucking nuts. And it's disrespectful to the family. It's disrespectful. It's how is that even possible? And they go on and say prosecutors contended that Floyd's killing was so cruel that if Chauvin and other officers were convicted, that they would see stricter sentences to recommend guidelines. Basically saying they were going to give them tough jail time so that they could make an example to police around the city and all around the country. You failed to do that though. This gives cops another pass to basically say, okay, it ain't that bad. He did a couple of months in jail and now he's home. And when he was in jail, he was protected. He wasn't in there with the wolves because he wouldn't have lasted a day. They would have killed him limb from limb on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. He wouldn't have lasted. And like I say, despite Mr. Floyd's pleas that he could not breathe and he was going to die, and the man at one point was asking for his mom, and this guy didn't let up. And like all four officers were fired. The other three were Jay Alexander, Thomas Lane, and Tao. I don't know. I guess that's the Asian guy. Yeah, this it's gonna be a lot of chaotic shit this week. I can imagine some of the anger that's gonna be happening in Minnesota. God bless the people who live there. You're not gonna get any sleep tonight. I'm telling you. This is it just shows you how stubborn the system is and how racist the system is. All you have to do simply is just lock these guys up, and you won't have all of this protesting and all of this chaos in the streets. But America will rather spend millions of dollars on military weapons and tear gas and all of this shit than to just do what the fuck is right. Firing them is nothing. Okay, you fired four police officers. People get fired every day. It's a fucking job. That's not the point. That's not justice. The fact that these guys got fired. Lock these motherfuckers up. Throw away the key. And they constantly protect them. And like I say, the boys in blue win again. They protect their boys. All three of the guys before him had already been at home chilling. They did the same thing with the guy who killed Mike Brown. He got off. The cops who killed Eric Gardner, they got desk duty. Some of them got fired. This is the worst that can happen to a cop is that you lose your job, and then you wonder why they continue to keep pulling the trigger and saying fuck it. This is a horrible example, and this is exactly why this shit keeps going on. And it doesn't really matter about what president is in office, because guess what? George Floyd died under Trump's watch, and so did Breonna Taylor. and a lot of other people, unfortunately. But Eric Gardner under Obama, Mike Brown under Obama, uh, who else? Sandra Bland under Obama. I mean, am I saying that it's their fault? But this idea that it's just because we have a racist president, that's why these cops are written. No, this has been going on way too fucking long. And we were seeing it on camera years ago, even when we had a Democrat in office who looked like us. So that whole notion, I don't even understand. This the presidency is not gonna. Whoever's in office is not gonna change until you get legislation and you really start cracking down on these fucking pigs. It is what it is. So my heart goes out to George Floyd's family. I know they swinging in the air right now like Trey and Boys in the Hood. I don't fucking blame them. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man.